Alright guys, so we've reached the point of no return. No. We're going to be doing the menu here. As you can see, this logo by itself is pretty massive on a phone, so we want to make it condensed. And off screen, I went ahead and cropped out just this piece. I just noticed though that the dot in the middle is white here, but the one I have cropped is black. So we might have to tweak that as we go on. Maybe I can do that, just keep it inlined as embedded SVG code as opposed to just doing like a background image. We'll see what happens. What I wanted to start with, I keep showing you this thing. It's this menu I found on Codepen, kind of just a mocked Apple version of their menu, which I like quite a bit. It's got a nice animation. A little slow for me. I'd probably want it quicker. But we'll see if we can recreate this. There is a little JavaScript involved. It's a tiny bit, so we'll get to that. I think first thing we want to do is get the markup in place and also hide our current logo. So let's go to our styles, go to pages, home. Actually, we'll want to go to header. Okay, so on mobile, we want this to display none. So it should move itself away. And here I'm going to do one that's, I'm going to put like logo mobile. We'll probably come back to this to adjust it, but, and actually, to be honest, I'll probably just do a whole new mobile menu style sheet. And we need to be sure to import that here. So that's set up. Our logo's gone, which is a start. Nothing crazy happening yet. And for the time being, this is the home page we're working on, and I'm going to build the menu just on this page. We'll have to include it on another just basic header template because we built a custom template for the homepage header. So that shouldn't be a terribly hard thing to do because I want to create a snippet out of the mobile menu itself. So let's add that now. And we'll just call this mobile menu. So at this point, our regular menu is displayed none as well. So our entire primary menu is displayed none. Let's see what they're doing here. There's some basic styles. Might define this as well just to make use of it. Like they might, I think it's that animation when it opens and closes, so we want to adjust that. Looks like the window is this thing. The header, we want to do similar fashion there. So our header doesn't need to change in terms of styling so much. We do need the ease and transition delay. And actually these three things, I think. So let's see. Snippet undefined. Okay, I need to define that snippet real quick and I will come back. Let's do. Okay, I'm going to back out of this view for a second. Undefined. Oh, snippet. That's funny. There we go. Okay, cool. Back to this view. And let's get, this is our template there. Our regular menu one looks like this. So for now, I'm going to copy that. How should we do this? It's kind of repeating ourselves if we're doing two menus, so it's not really what I want to do. Instead, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, for now, we're going to ditch that snippet idea. And just bring our menu back for now. So right now we have it hidden. I just comment that out. There we go. So it looks like so. Not great. In this markup we have the header. That's all this portion. And I think I only want this part. We're gonna add it here for now. Icon Apple div, and then we have our unordered list. So we actually want it above that. Okay, let's see what's going on with this styles. Here we need all, I'm gonna just kind of copy this for now and we'll come back. So, in fact, I'm going to do one more mobile menu class here just to give it a container that we'll make use of. And I'm gonna not be trendy and use a third bar. Let's get this CSS in here. By the way, I forked this. This isn't my repo. You can fork a repo and it saves to your profile. Easy way to save it and come back to it. Highly recommend doing that if you're trying to learn something. A lot of people on Codepen are just wizards with some of this stuff, and it's a great way to learn. Basically copying all of this for now. We're gonna have to tweak a bunch, I'm sure. The menu though, we do need, so we need this stuff and the open class. Okay, let's just kind of copy all that and we'll refactor what we need and what we don't. I don't even know if we gave our menu the class of menu. Let me look at our snippets. We did. Okay. So at this point, I'm sure something's weird. Yeah. What do we got? In child eye. Yeah, it's not liking that. It's looping through some stuff. I'm going to comment this out for now, even though that's like probably the most important part to get the functionality to look like the thing we're doing. But we'll see what happens. Oh, come on. What now? Image source. Oh, let's go back to here. I had a typo in there. Oops. Finally, okay, so let's get back to business. Let's go to our mobile view for DevTools. So far, nothing's really different. Okay, we've got our menu, burger container thingy, which has no width and height. That's interesting. Probably need the header. I think what we'll do there is assign the header styles to mobile menu. See if that helps. Oh, this is why. Why did I call it logo mobile? We want it to be mobile menu. Add this here. One thing I noticed is the markup though has that's that. Let's double check this. This is within that, right? Yeah. Okay, this does not like this code at all. Even the comments. So I'm gonna save it out and just create a new file for now. Paste that in. And relaunch. None of this stuff is really registering at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what's up with that. Past that and just include it. Oh my gosh, is there another one I'm not seeing? Yeah, okay. Lord. Okay, there we go. Why don't we go ahead and get all the code from this example in our theme here. I'm gonna go ahead and add this code to our JavaScripts. Create a new one called app. It's just kind of what I use by default. This is a shorthand version of like document.ready. Kind of fires the function at any given moment. This what we're going to put mobile menu. Menu opened. Okay, got that. And we need to actually, yeah, it's rerunning that, so that's good. It should be compiling down for us though. So it does that. That's at least an improvement. One thing I noticed, I made that middle bar. I want to display it. Burger with height top. I'm gonna do, this is kind of confusing. Let's undo that. It should shoot that way. Keep it for now. That shouldn't matter. Okay, why is this such a challenge? This needs to be to the right. That's all I want to do. I mean, it would go right doing this, but I think that's exactly what we had in mind. And the float's going to be weird. Yeah, so that's a no-go. I suppose it could be positioned absolute. But then we get that issue again. All right, for now, let's just get it working. And I'll come back and worry about that. Currently does. This one needs to be, where are we at? Middle bar. I made one called middle bar. I'm actually just going to display none. I want that transition. That should be when it opens though. We actually want that to display. The middle bar needs to come down some though. I'm curious how they have this set up. Bar. Menu icon back. I don't need any of that. So if it's open, I actually want it to display none. Middle bar. Oops, there we go. Nice. Okay, so I need to so we can do that. Let me give it a little bit thicker and okay, something like so. So it's kind of doing what we want. I don't want the background, I don't think. So the issue here is that the height needs to grow. It's kind of dumb. Okay, so there's the height of those affected this now. The bars in particular. So if we go back to 1, it should square up. Oops. Yeah. So maybe we'll keep that as is. Doesn't look too terrible. A little nicer. Menu open, rotate 0.4. I'm gonna increase all this stuff. Might bring this to 0. It's a little smoother. Okay, I guess that padding pretty much has to be there. Otherwise it's getting in the way of our menu icon. That's pretty dumb. Okay. In that case, we're going to just align these centered. Be nice if it just stayed open, but okay, that works. The hire me button obviously needs to be simplified. Let's go ahead and do so. Menu opened. We'll come down here, menu item. I'm gonna just do this and hire me. Let's give it a background of none. Padding, basically none. And color will be our brand primary. Height, auto, width, auto. Line height, normal. I think all those things, yeah. So we need to keep the padding, I think. Okay, what's up with that? Scale 1 opacity, margin bottom. I guess it's line height. Yeah. Boom. It doesn't look perfect. What we got wrong here? Okay, let's start there. Padding none, and width is 100%. In fact, that should be fine. The only thing is it's not quite centered, if you can tell, and it's not centered in that containing element. And I don't know why. Top 0. Okay, that's more centralized now. I just need it to actually be padding right. Okay. Of what? A rim? Yeah. I think what we need to do is this. If we go li and do and last the type, or here we'll just do this. Padding right one rim. There we go. Get rid of these crazy transitions. They're neat and all, but I don't really need them. They honestly make you feels like your device or whatever you're on is even slower than it should be. Let's see if that does it. Still doing that. Okay, we're getting there. Highlight color, transition, cubic. This. See, to me that's fine. I don't know why you need all that fancy stuff. It's snappy, you know. Why is this doing transition still? I guess it's kind of neat because it's the hire me one, but it's not intended, so I guess we'll roll with it for now. One thing I'd like to figure out still is to get this navigation on the right side and our logo on the left. So I'm going to stop the video here so I don't spend crazy amount of time trying to figure it out. When I get the solution, I will come back and show you what I did.